So I wanted to hop in at this point in the game because finally getting the first ebony vampire kill and kind of what I'm going to treat as the final weapon of this build are pretty big breakpoints. So far, build-wise, we got the best circlet that we want. At least I think. I can't remember if I'm on the alteration or archery one at this point. We got the glass armor that we want. We're still waiting for Shield of Solitude because we need Falk Firebeard to send us the note to go into the catacombs. But getting the weapon's a really big deal because at this point, yeah, technically you can use your like Skyforged steel weapon or whatever on undead, but something silvered like a Dawnguard War Axe is so much better that I still have to use two weapons most of the time, and that changes once we get an ebony weapon where it's efficient enough to just stick to the single weapon. And we could then pay to have that enchanted if we wanted to, but I believe I'm going to plan on leaving that unenchanted for most of this playthrough. Um, the other thing too is it's just such a big breakpoint power-wise to be able to kill ebony vampires. Not just kill an ebony vampire, but do it pretty head-on. There's not going to be a lot of cheese. Like we're just using, as you see, I come in and I pretty much just go for it, pop adrenaline rush, and power attack away. And that steel plate vampire, I pretty much just ignore him. He is kind of dumb because he should really be using something other than drain life on me if he wanted to kill me. But yeah. Also, the other thing too is you can take a regular attack from the ebony vampire, which you saw me do earlier, if you have good enough health and armor rating, which having glass armor, having the extra HP from being a vampire makes that pretty possible. If you weren't a vampire in this build, you might want to prioritize getting alchemy to 75, because at that point you could pick up 100 health from there. But yeah, it's pretty nice to get that done. It's also pretty nice just seeing how strong the gear on him was. Um, and of course, it didn't matter if the Petrify enchantment went off at that point because Adrenaline Rush makes you immune to paralysis. But yeah, picking up the Ebony War Axe is huge. Then I'll find a way to go run that by, get that tempered by Yorland. And that pretty much finishes the build from a weapons perspective. Unlocking the boss chests isn't always financially worth it, but it's definitely fun. That Peerless Alteration Ring is not something that'll get used most of the time in the build, but it's good to have around as a swap for lockpicking stuff with the knock spells. That's really it. I mean, that was a really easy first Ebony Vampire for the character. I did perhaps wait too long, but Adrenaline Rush is very good. Redguard, strong one-handed, very good. And yeah, if time is slowed down, and you have great stamina regen, you've got everything you need to burst through a single big boss like an Ebony Vampire, a Dragon Priest, whatever it is that you might need to take out. We'll let this keep playing as it just kind of shows you what other loot was acquired from this dungeon.